Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Virgo for the month of January 2022. I hope all my Virgo friends are doing well. As you know, dear Virgo, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Virgo. In the past position, we have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Four of Swords. In the challenging position, we have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Seven of Swords. In the present position, we have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Cups. Very interesting combination. In the future outcome position, we do have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Sun. This spread is actually full of very interesting combinations. There's definitely going to be a lot happening for you in the month of January, dear Virgo. It may feel a little bit like it's stop and go. I think you're really smart. Virgo is an incredible sign when it comes to kind of pushing themselves forward no matter what, and you will succeed. There is a lot of success and joy towards the end of January, but it may begin a little bit uncertain and a little bit kind of rough, but I think it's going to end really, really well for you as the month of January comes to a close, because you have the phenomenal card, the Sun, and it is such a powerful card, major arcana card. It minimizes the negative aspects of other cards around it. So I think you definitely have a lot to look forward to. But let's get right into it, dear Virgo. In the past position, you have the Knight of Wands. It's interesting that in the past you have the Knight of Wands, and in the future you have the Knight of Swords. Both of these knights are about change. Both of these knights are about fast movement, although the Knight of Swords is much faster than the Knight of Wands, because, you know, the Knight of Wands likes to be charming. He likes to interact with other people, whereas the Knight of Swords is very single-minded. He's like, go, 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 must achieve and then interact, you know. But the Knight of Wands is a really positive card. I mean, he is all about determination. And so this tells me that in the past you were definitely very determined to succeed. You were definitely very determined and ambitious to advance, whether it is in your home life, whether it is in your professional life, but you were definitely very kind of passionate about something and driven about something. You really wanted to accomplish a lot. Interestingly, you have the Four of Swords in the clarifying position, and so this tells me that perhaps there were circumstances in your life that kind of made you take a detour, that made you pause and not pursue something. It could be that someone in your life needed your attention, where you had to take care of someone, where you had to kind of give your time and energy to someone in order to help them, you know. But there was definitely a bit of a pause. There was definitely a bit of a slow down that, you know, was kind of placed upon you. You didn't really want to have it necessarily. And so as a result, with having this Four of Swords in the clarifying position, there may have been delays in you achieving your goals and your dreams. But the good thing is that, you know, as a result of this combination, you were able to receive very valuable experience from which you continue to benefit to this day. Now, in the challenging position, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana card. It's a card of destiny. You know, the kind of wheel turns and brings about new fortune. When you have it in the obstacle position, it could mean that the progress you wanted to see is happening, but you no longer want it, or the progress is happening, but not in the direction that you would like to see it happen. You know, it's not a very good time to make decisions when you have the Wheel of Fortune in an obstacle position. And so this may kind of create a little bit of tension inside of you. You may feel a little bit of an internal kind of push and pull. What do I do? What do I do? Do I choose this door? Do I choose that door? Should I, you know, relocate? Should I change careers? Should I proceed with, you know, my relationship or what have you? You know, there's definitely going to be a moment that creates a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of worry. You may feel lack of security. You may feel like things are not balanced. And of course, that, tends to spill over in other things. Interestingly, the Seven of Swords you have in the clarifying position tells me that, you may be, you may have someone around you who is not being super honest with you. You may be trusting someone who's acting somewhat deceptive around you. Anytime I see the Seven of Swords, there's some kind of sneakiness and lying that is happening. So definitely you may want to be aware of that in the month of January. But you also want to make sure that you're not your own worst enemy, because sometimes our anxieties run away with us and we start creating, things in our mind that aren't necessarily true. However, it is important to keep your cards close to the chest and don't necessarily tell everyone your plans or what you're thinking, but just be generally cautious. And of course, make sure that you meditate. Of course, make sure that you drink plenty of water. Of course, make sure that you take walks in nature to balance yourself, to connect with grass and trees and birds and whatever you see around you. It is important because it calms you down. It changes your heartbeat. It changes, your the clarity of your thoughts. And of course, it helps you maintain that high vibrational energy, if you will, as well. Now, in the present position, we have the Two of Pentacles, which tells me in the month of January, you will be feeling like you are putting out, some fires. You will be feeling like you are kind of juggling priorities, like you are, moving between many different things, trying to take care of all the responsibilities and staying accountable for, things that you've promised to stay accountable, while things may be a little bit stressful, because we do see in the background these ships going up and down, suggesting that our life is, all about duality. Sometimes you're on top of the wave and sometimes you're, at the bottom of the wave, I guess. But definitely, things around you may be a little bit hectic. They may be a little bit, like unexpectedly, maybe things are happening around you, and still you'll be able to hold it down and prioritize and move forward with a clear kind of plan and strategy. You're really, really good at that, Virgo. So I think you won't have any troubles there. It's interesting that the Two of Pentacles here is clarified by the Eight of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is definitely moving away from something emotionally, emotionally distancing from something that used to mean a lot to you. Because the Eight of Cups is all about, we see this structure made out of the cups, and it took this person a long time to put it together. This person put in quite a lot of energy and time and, effort into creating an emotional bond with someone just to decide ultimately against it and to walk away from it. But I think that this will help you create more room for wonderful new things to come into your life. Your priorities are changing in the month of January. It looks like you are reevaluating something that is really important to you, something that used to be important to you for a long time. It looks like something is changing and you're realizing that, there's a new path that you're going to pursue in order to really kind of achieve that contentment, achieve that happiness that you want to see in your life. In the future outcome position, we have the Knight of Swords, which I previously mentioned is all about action. He's very aggressive. He sometimes has a little bit of a destructive energy about him, but when he appears in a future outcome position, and especially when he's clarified by the Sun, the attributes of this card are very positive. It looks to me that you're going to be really confident about something towards the end of January. And you're not going to really listen to anyone. You're going to listen to your heart, to your intuition, to your logic, to your belief system, and you're going to proceed forward. And it looks to me like you're going to create an extraordinary accomplishment. There's something that you're going to pursue with incredible drive, and you will and it will bring about a lot of joy and celebration and success. But definitely you're pushing yourself very hard to accomplish something that means a lot to you, dear Virgo. But let's see what we can clarify with the two energy oracle cards that I pulled earlier. Oh. And we have Angel of Love and Caring Connections. I do want to mention that the Angel of Love is really good if you're looking for a partner, but at the same time, it's important to remember that the Angel of Love is also about self-love. It's also about self-acceptance. It's also about forgiveness of the mistakes that you've made in the past. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must always be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. And of course, the caring connections, friendship, partnership. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace with the woman holding the blossoms of new love. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. This card signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit friendship, or even the appearance of new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. What a wonderful card. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Virgo. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.